All right, guys, today we're going to do some blood typing practice problems. So we've done incomplete dominance, we've done complete dominance, we've done codominance, and blood typing is part of codominance simply because you have 3 different blood types, and 2 of those alleles actually compete with one another to be dominant. That's your A and your B type blood. If you go back to our notes, we did talk a little bit about this in the notes. So just to refresh your memory, type A blood, you can either have 2 alleles like that are both A's, or you can have A and an O allele. O is the recessive blood form. For type B blood, you could either be 2 B's, or you could be BO, the recessive form, because that B is going to overshadow it. To be type O blood, you have to have 2 O's, because it is recessive. If you end up with another allele, that allele is going to be the one that shows. And if you're AB blood, your only option is to have 1 A and 1 B from your parents. So as we go through these, just keep that in mind as far as what our possible options are. So we're completing the following genetic crosses involving blood types. Use Punnett squares to help you. Mom has type AB blood, dad has type O blood. So if mom is AB, I'm going to put her right here. Dad is O, that means he has 2 O's. What are the blood types that are possible for the kids? Whenever you talk about blood types, you never say, oh, I'm AO. It's always, oh, I'm type A blood or I'm type B blood. And you never really know if you're heterozygous unless you know that one of your parents was heterozygous, because they are homozygous for O, because they had to give you an O. So the possible blood types for their children, they're either going to be A or they'll be type B. Is mom heterozygous or homozygous for this trait? Well, she's considered heterozygous because she has 2 different alleles. Even though they both are dominant, she has an A and a B, which is 2 different ones. Dad is going to be homozygous. Is it possible to have children with AB blood type? Well, looking at our options there, it is not. No. With the dad being type O, there is no A or B in his genotype, so there's no way for his kids to ever get an A or a B unless they're not his kids. Mom has type A blood, dad has type B blood. Their child has type O blood. Use a Punnett square to explain how this is possible. So you could work backwards in this example. If the kid is O, so that means that at some point we have to have 2 O's in one of our blocks in order to get a kid that's O. So if I move that back over here, that means that one of these O's had to come from a parent over here. And I'll be putting it up here as well. One of those O's had to come from a parent up there. Now, if we know that mom is A, I'll put A here. Run on through with it. And we know dad is B, so I'll put the B over here. That's how I would get an O. That's the only way I could get O, given my parents' genotypes. So they are both heterozygous. Both parents had to be heterozygous for that trait. If one of them was homozygous for A or for B, then the O blood type for the child would not have been possible. A child has type O blood. His father has type B blood. List all possible genotypes and phenotypes of the child's mother. So if the father has type B blood, that means the dad is going to be BO. And we have no idea what the mother is. All we know is that she had to have an O. So mom could have actually been type O. Maybe she was OO. She could have also been BO, and she could have been AO. As long as there's an O in it, the only one she could not have been was AB. What blood type is the universal donor? So this is somebody who can give blood to anybody. And the only type of blood that's universal donor is going to be type O, actually. And type O blood is fairly common, I believe. But type O can give to anybody because they don't have any antibodies, which is something that's going to fight against the blood type. So, for example, a type B person cannot give blood to a type A person because they have antibodies on their blood that'll fight A's. So as soon as you put that B blood into that A person, their own blood is going to start attacking it because they don't recognize it. What blood is the universal recipient? That person is going to be AB. They can receive blood from O, they can receive blood from A, they can receive blood from B, they can receive blood from AB. They can get from anybody because they have all of the antibodies. So their body isn't going to recognize it as being foreign. On type O, on the other hand, they can only receive from O people. So while they can give to everybody, they can only receive from other O individuals, which kind of sucks for them. Mom has type AB blood. I think we already did these ones, didn't we? And Dad has type O blood. Yep. So it's just, 5 little problems there. These are the same problems over again. So I'm not going to go back through and do those examples again. So you just had to do about 5 questions. And that's it for today, guys. All right, I'll see you soon.